Welcome to episode 2 of season 2. This is Yaz.
Brian.
Stay at 7. All right, so news in the football world. Kevin De Bruyne wins the PFA Player of the Year award. I think we all saw it coming. Well deserved. Fantastic season. Top class midfielder. Probably the best in the world. I can't think of anyone that tops him right now. What are you guys' thoughts on this?
Well deserved.
Yeah, he's pretty. I'd say he's all right. I'm kidding. No, he's really good. He had an amazing season. He was probably one of the main factors why Man City's so successful.
Who do you think would have been runner-up?
I'd say Mane for me.
Jazansky?
Bruno Fernandes.
You played like 10 games. Not even. You played like 6 games with you.
You think he's being biased at all? I'm not sure. Nah, dude, not enough game time for him. But definitely, if he started at the beginning, he'd be in the conversation. I'll agree with you on Mane. Mane was really strong. Let's move on. Right here, I have Chelsea confirmed that Christian Pulisic will be their new number 10. And he's moving up. He is moving up. I remember being in, was it high school or was it freshman year of college, when I had just found out about this kid, right? And he was in the Borussia Dortmund Academy, and he had just made his debut, and I think he happened to score or something. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. We have an American in Dortmund. Fast forward 2-3 years, and now he's fucking the number 10 for Chelsea. That's mad. That's literally mad, fam.
Used to be Hazard before, so that's a
I know.
step.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me, man.
I'm very happy though. Like I'm happy like the US has so many players, like really, really good players now. Like I'm actually really excited. I'm really excited to go see like United States game.
Dude, yeah. Except when they play in like those the Gold Cup, that tournament's so boring, man. Like the only two good teams are Mexico and USA, and then they play like Trinidad and Tobago. Like this is just random ass teams. But yeah, like they need like an actual competition, like a World Cup. They need a World Cup to prove themselves that like, hey, we're legit. We're here to stay.
Even against Mexico, they've had problems. I feel like now with this team, like they can compete like in the World. Probably not in the finals and stuff like that, but they can. I feel like make a decent run.
Yeah, that's crazy to me, man. Christian fucking Pulisic, dude. That's crazy. They also have Gio Reyna, who's currently on Dortmund, and I think he scored today or yesterday, whenever they played. He is also American. Hopefully he makes a big jump just like him. Oh, I just wanted to add, Gary Neville, right, the Man U guy, he made a statement just the other day that he thinks the way that Pulisic played last season, he's starting to emerge as like world class. Like he's starting to break into that level, like that category, world class. And he thinks that very soon it's gonna start turning the attention of Barca and Real Madrid, thinking like that maybe we should go after this player. You know, like this is the caliber player that we need. And he wouldn't be surprised if one day he'd end up at Real Madrid. Or could you imagine that, dude? That's a kid from Hershey, Pennsylvania, fucking playing for Real Madrid. That's literally mad.
He seems like a Madrid player to me.
Madrid player.
I don't know.
Has there ever been an American? I don't think so, right? In one of those two teams? Not that I can think of.
There is an American in Barcelona right now.
True.
Oh,
I guess that counts. He's and he actually started today or whenever they played. I'm so out of loop with this, but he did get some minutes for them. I don't know if he started, but he got minutes for them. Okay, let's move on here. This one is a little tricky. Neymar accuses Marseille defender Alvaro Gonzalez of racially abusing him during PSG versus Marseille on Sunday. This game got out of hand at the end. I know PSG dropped some points, and then things just broke loose at the end. I think there was how many red cards? Like at least 5, right? Something
Yep.
like that. Yeah.
All in the 90th minute too.
Yeah.
Yeah, towards the end of the game.
There were 17 cards.
17?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. that's the that's like FIFA no rules, like that
Play
game.
when Michael plays.
Yeah. I don't know. Apparently Neymar said that one of the players called him like a monkey or something like that, and he obviously he didn't like that, and he like lashed out and then caused the brawl. The other player, the Marseille defender who was accused of doing that, went on Twitter right after the game saying that that never happened. I stand by my teammates. I'm a guy of the game. I respect the game. I would never do something like that. And then Neymar said, "Bullshit. Be a man and just admit that you said it." So I don't know who to believe, but I'm not. I don't think Neymar would be the guy to just accuse of someone, doing something like that for no reason. Like I think something might have happened.
I think so too.
Yeah, we'll see if FIFA hands down a punishment or something.
Dude, 2 games for PSG so far, 2 L's.
Yeah, they're in relegation zone. I mean, realistically though, they'll probably gonna win the league again.
Facts.
Yeah. Let's see what we have here. Who is it going? Lionel Messi is on track to become the second footballer ever after Cristiano Ronaldo to earn $1 billion in his career, according to Forbes.
That's a good amount of money.
Is that a lot of money? Is that a lot of money? I'm not too familiar with it. That's crazy, man. I think Neymar's on his way up there. Honestly, he'll get there. How old is Neymar? Like 20, 28?
I think 27, 28.
27, 28? Yeah. When Neymar hits his 30s or something, he'll get there. Especially with the crazy contracts that he gets.
Yeah.
Who else will probably get there? Maybe Mbappe in the near future. He'll probably, well, not near future, but in the future, he'll get there. It's usually players with like big name and stick around those big teams.
Yeah, it's also if you have like that type of personality. Like,
Yeah.
The reason why Ronaldo is also a billionaire is because he's also very smart in terms of reinvestments and starting his other companies and hotels and all these other stuff.
Yeah. Okay, what do we have? Let's move on to some transfer news. We're here. We have done deal. I think this was confirmed today. FC Barcelona have agreed to sign Memphis Depay from Lyon. That I believe is confirmed. Now, what do you guys think about this? Is that the player that they need?
Good option to have off the bench.
I really don't know what to say. I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. But as Brian said, he's a good backup player for Barcelona. But I think if he was in another team, so he could start, would be better for him because he is a player who can start. It's not like a Vidal or like an old player, He's still young and he's still a good winger. So I don't know if it's a good choice for him, but for Barcelona, I think it's a good move. Yeah.
Yeah, for Barcelona they had another weapon. But like you said, if he did go to like a team, like a smaller team, right? He'd walk on and be a starter. But
He's
because
like a good player at like Inter.
that's fair.
Good. Yeah.
Although I was reading today that Lautaro Martinez is not going anywhere. Nothing happened between him and Barca. Nothing between him and Real. Looks like he's staying. So I don't know how that would work out, but he could at any Europa League team that's contending or an eliminated round of 16 Champions League team. He could play for them. Like he's pretty good. What else do we have here? Done deal. Aston Villa have completed the signing of Emiliano Martinez from Arsenal for a fee of around £20 million.
How do you feel about Adrian?
He's gone. He is gone. Kendra's sad in a way. it's a little sad just because he's pretty good, and I think in a way he deserved a little bit more because he did go out and win the FA Cup for us, win the Community Shield for us in a span of like less than 6 months. And it was a lot for him to just kind of walk in halfway through the season, a little bit more than halfway through the season, and become the goalkeeper. But made no mistakes. He commanded the box. He was really good. A few clean sheets, and he had some incredible saves. So it started to make people think like, should he deserve the number one spot? And in a way, I think he did a little bit, or at least I don't know. It's hard because Leno was really good as well, but Leno. The thing with Leno is Leno has a mistake in him. In him, like he's prone to give you at least one, but not like it's gonna cost you the game. But he has like one or two mistakes, not one or two because that's a lot for a game. But of the course of 10 games, he might give you one mistake. You know what I'm saying? Martinez didn't have as much game time, but he showed a lot. He was really strong. But I mean, he wants to compete for the Argentina number one spot, and he's not going to get the minutes here. He might as well move on and find somewhere else because I think he is a good goalkeeper, and he could be the number one for them. So I think it's a good move for him. Just find somewhere where he can play more.
I agree.
Yeah. So who's the Arsenal backup keeper now?
So they have. It would be the third keeper would move into the second slot, right? Matt Macy. But I don't think Arsenal see him as a second goalkeeper. I think, and they've been linked with Brentford goalkeeper David Raya. I think he's Spanish. I think they're gonna go out and get a backup because I don't think they see this kid as an official second. And also, that money could go. The money that they made from Martinez could go to get a new midfielder, which I think they're gonna do before the window closes. Let's see here, and we're going into transfer rumors. Barcelona have contacted Arsenal over a possible deal for Hector Bellerin, according to Sport. The Gunners will listen to offers within the region of 25 million euros. Hector Bellerin, the academy boy.
I'd sell him for 15.
Sell for 15. No, that's too low. That's too low. We need to get some money out of him. Yeah, he can go. I think he can go. The reason why he broke onto the scene back in 2015 when he was only a teenager was because he had pace and he can beat defenders going forward on the flank. He just doesn't have that anymore. He'll go forward and then he'll put his foot over the ball and then look to pass backward. Like he's not a threat going forward, and that's what we need, especially for Nicolas Pepe, who is still learning how to adapt on the right wing. He needs someone who can do like overlapping runs to give him another option. Nicolas Pepe doesn't have that. He just has to take on two defenders by himself. So, I don't know. Bellerin is just not the player he once was when he came back from injury. And I honestly, to move on, make some money, I don't see why not. I mean, we have players that have shown that they can do better. So, yeah, I'm all for it.
I agree. I think at a certain point, you kind of have to let go of those players. Sometimes it's a little harder than what people think it is. But in order to make a movement and change in your club, you just have to get rid of them. Like even the ones you think like, oh, they're okay. Like they can still kind of do a job. Like you gotta let them go.
Yeah. I mean, I know people are attached to him because he's an academy kid, and I think he's one of the longest serving players on the team. I think he's been with us since he's 15, 16, and now he's 24, 25. So like there's like sentiment there, there's emotional attachment. But like when Guardiola first joined City, after his first season, he let go of this player, this player, this player. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. You're not at the level required. You can go. You can go. You can't hold on to these mediocre ass players. You gotta let them go and really build the team that you want, and that's what Arteta wants to do. So I'm all for it, man. Just back the coach, man. Let him spend what he wants, or he needs, should I say. Real Madrid are interested in Riyad Mahrez as a potential replacement for Gareth Bale. So Brian, Gareth Bale is to leave. Looks like Real Madrid is looking at Riyad Mahrez. What are your thoughts?
I think he could be a good player. To be honest, he has a little more experience. So that's definitely great. And he on his day, he's an extremely good player. Oh,
Riyad Mahrez, right?
yeah, Mar. So I don't know. I think he'd be a good player. I know he did want to go to Real Madrid at one point. He was connected back when he was at Leicester.
I think everyone wants to go to Real Madrid. Like that's a dream. I want to go there. uh, okay. Right now he's better than Rodrigo. That's fair to say. Rodrigo's still developing, but obviously long term, Rodrigo will become a superstar. Who else do they have for right wing? Real Madrid.
Vasquez.
Oh, Lucas Vasquez. Yep. Dude, if you guys are bored and you just want something to watch, type in best of Riyad Mahrez 2015, the year that they won the Prem. Man, that guy, yeah, that guy has a bag of tricks, man. Like he has these fake shots, cut inside, dude, unreal. And he still shows a little bit of that in City, but he obviously has to play a different role. But I think it's a good signing, man. Like if you need someone to create chances on the right wing, that's your guy. I know age is not on his side. I think he's in his late 20s now, but it's not a bad thing just yet.
Yeah,
I think it'd be a good.
If it's a good price tag, then I take it.
Yeah.
Send it for like 30 mil. I'll do it.
So if Gareth Bale is to leave, that means that Manchester United could turn their attentions to Gareth Bale if they're not able to strike a deal with Borussia Dortmund for Jadon Sancho. So
what do you think? Yeah.
We'll turn our attention to Yeston. What are your thoughts on that?
Bale to Man U.
Bale to Man U, potentially.
Well, depending on the price tag, to be honest, because it's Bale, and I think it's going to be an expensive price tag on him. But if it's a fair one, then why not? He's a good player, and we do need a right winger. So
I will say this: Real Madrid have offered to pay half of his 600,000 pound a week. Is it pound or euro? 600,000 euro a week salary. So they're willing to pay that to facilitate the SAT word.
Look it up in the book.
Fluctuate, right?
The transfer.
Then I think that's a good one. Then it's like 300. Then I would do that. Yeah, but I also have seen some Bale to Spurs links. So
I have seen those too. Yeah.
The Spurs don't have the money.
Even if they did have the money, they just don't. They hate spending. They hate the idea of spending.
Spurs were in such a good place last year.
Yeah.
Or like I guess a year and a half ago, where they were literally like becoming really relevant. You know?
Yeah.
And now they're just kind of back.
So back to Man U though. Just a little side note. Just this came up to me just now. Daniel James, right winger. I believe he's a right winger, right?
Yeah.
Going into his second year, right? How would you rate his first season at Man U? 1 to 10. Like, how would you rate it?
They fluctuated. It started pretty good, and then it went down a little, went up, and then at the end of the season, it went down again. And at the same time, Greenwood started like showing his abilities. So I think the combination of both, I would give him like a 7 out of 10 for the last season. But I do think he has the ability to like prove himself this season. He's very fast, but his physicals though is just like he has to work on that.
What for this season? What do you expect from him? Like, what do you think his role will be on the team? Just because they went out and made some signings. Still a backup.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. Because I'm kind of in the same situation with Pepe. Pepe didn't have the best season, I mean, he had some signs of greatness, but still needs to show
Well,
more.
knowing that Greenwood got number 11 on Man U, and I think the starting is going to be, if we don't buy anyone, it's going to be Greenwood, Rashford, Martial, or Martial, Rashford.
Greenwood match for Martial. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for the Prem. Like, I can't stress that enough. Okay, here we go. Barcelona began talks with Aubameyang weeks ago, but he decided to extend his contract with Arsenal, according to Fabrizio Romano. Can you imagine that? I thought Arsenal was having a bad season.
Hey, who?
So let me read it again. Barcelona began talks with Aubameyang weeks ago, but he decided to extend his contract with Arsenal, according to Fabrizio Romano. Do you know how shit of a season Barca must have had? You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought Arsenal's season was bad, right? And even our best player doesn't even want to leave to Barcelona. Like, come on, man. Barca is shite, man. I can't wait to like post this and like tag Amir.
Dude, but the thing is, they need a striker. Knowing that Suarez is gone, they have Griezmann, but I feel like they still need a backup, at least, striker right now.
Well, isn't that Depay?
Well, Depay is a winger. Is a
Oh,
potential.
yeah.
The pipe plays striker though now.
No, I think he played a winger in Lyon because they had Moussa Dembele.
Yeah.
They had some strikers.
I thought he always came as a center forward. Like recently,
I think he rotates.
He like drifts inside.
Yeah, but both Griezmann and Depay are kind of the same. I think they need a solo, legit striker.
Honestly, for me, I think if Aubameyang came to Barca, he'd walk in.
No, that bitch would slide, bro. I'm telling you. He'd give him 25 goals and he'd be contending for Golden Boot.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's not much to say there. Barca is a shite team, but let's just move on. Okay, Kylian Mbappe has told PSG that he wants to leave at the end of the season, according to the Times.
You know why, man, you didn't get Sancho this year?
Why?
Because we were keeping number 7 for Mbappe next year. Yeah.
He's coming to Real Madrid, man.
Oh man, I mean it's bound to happen. Like I think everyone and their mom sees this coming. Like he's gonna be there, man. Dude, you might as well just get his jersey now. You know, be ahead of the curve. Go to like a flea market. I'm sure they're already selling it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, since he scored that goal against Man City when he was on Monaco in the Champions League, everyone knew, like, oh yeah, this kid's going to Real. Like,
Yeah.
he's only 16 and he's scoring those kind of goals. Yeah, this kid's going to Real.
Yeah.
There's not much to say there. Like everyone knows that. And then our final one here, Sergio Reguilon would love to join Manchester United this summer, but the club is unwilling to pay Real Madrid's asking price of 30 million euros, according to Fabrizio Romano.
Dude, I would love them to get him instead of Bale. If they're willing to pay 30 mil, just get him because we need a defender. We definitely need a defender.
They need to strengthen the defense, yes.
Yeah.
I think the part of the problem was the price tag. The other part of the problem was the buyback clause.
The buyback clause. I forgot to type that in.
Because Real Madrid, I think kind of wants him. I think he knows Reguilon is a really good player. I think eventually he feels like he might develop really well. So I think they want to buy him back. And I don't think Man U wants that buyback clause. I feel like they don't want to lose a player who might develop really well in their team.
That's where there's a bit of a disconnect, is that buyback. Man U doesn't want it, and obviously Real wants it just in case. I can definitely see him being like an Azpilicueta, just being a consistent starter for the next 8 years. Like, and maybe somewhere down the line he wears an armband. Like he's a reliable player. I mean, he's not the flashiest, but he gets it done. He makes runs, and he has that energy. And he showed that. He showed that at Real.
He doesn't make mistakes, which is the big part. Honestly, sometimes having a flashy thing is nice. Sometimes you just need them to not make mistakes.
Be consistent.
Sometimes you just need, sometimes you just need them to buckle down and play some football. You don't need all these tricks and stuff. Just make plays. He's an academy product, right? Or did they buy him?
I feel like he's from the academy.
I think he's from the academy. Yeah. It's rare too because no, never mind. Recap. First game was Tottenham versus Everton, ended 1-0 Everton. We have PSG versus Marseille. It was 1-0 Marseille. Chelsea versus Brighton. Final score was 3-1 Chelsea. Liverpool versus Leeds. 4-3 Liverpool. And then Arsenal versus Fulham was 3-0 Arsenal.
There's a lot of talking points.
Yeah. Which one do you guys want to jump into?
I guess we can go through a little bit. I guess let's start with the Liverpool Leeds one.
I was gonna say that too. Let's start with that one. Damn, Leeds is no joke. No joke. They're legit.
Yeah,
They are legit. I like the manager.
Where's he from? Argentina, right?
He's Argentina. Yeah. I like that guy. I like him. And you know what I like the best about him is that he has a cooler that he puts next to the sideline. And he just sits on the cooler the whole game. That's so fucking badass. Oh my god. And then he just sits on the cooler and just gets points. Oh yeah, I fuck with it. And he barely speaks the language too.
Yeah.
But he knows his shit. Like Guardiola has said that if there's any manager out there that knows his shit, it's Marcelo Bielsa. I think that's his name. Yeah, but Liverpool leads 4-3. How did you guys see that game? I know we didn't watch it, but we were following along live.
Honestly, when I checked my phone, I think it was 32nd minute, and it was 3-2 Liverpool. I was shocked, 5 goals in 30 minutes. And if it was 3-0 Liverpool, I wouldn't be as shocked, but at least scoring 2 goals against the champions of last year was really big. And then they scored another one, and they almost got a
point.
Yeah, but Mo Salah scored. I think it's gonna be an interesting season. Knowing that Leeds has some rivals, they've been big rivals with Man United. I want to see a Leeds versus Man U game, and some other teams, knowing their history. So it's gonna be a cool season.
Ryan?
I thought Leeds was really impressive. They had high energy, played really well. Matched the energy of Liverpool, who's known for their energy and their high intensity, their box-to-box play, and the pressing. But I think one thing is also not to discredit Leeds, but Liverpool's defense looks a little more shaky ever since they won that.
Did you see the second goal with Van Dijk's fault?
Yeah.
Oh, he had an error. I didn't see that.
It was
a big error. Yeah.
What did he do?
So I think it was a cross or a pass, and he tried to just clear it, but it went underneath his leg, and the other striker got it and shot.
I thought he was trying to control it, and then when he controlled it, it was just a miscontrol, and then the other guy just came in and scored.
Yeah.
It sounds exactly like a David Luiz play that happened last season. No joke. The way you just described it, David Luiz had a play like that where he tried to clear it, couldn't, and the striker scored.
Yeah.
Oh man, what is going on at Liverpool?
Yeah, because you shouldn't be with that type of defense, with the best defender in the world.
Yeah.
He deservedly,
there was another mistake with what was his name? Alexander Arnold. I think it was the first goal. He kind of fucked up too, which was really.
Damn, I need to rewatch this game then.
Yeah.
I know before this season there was a lot of hype around Leeds, and I didn't really understand it much. But I kept reading that Leeds is a big historic team. So I'm like, all right, I want to kind of see this hype. I couldn't watch this game, but I'm definitely gonna watch their next game, see what they're all about, see what kind of tactics they play with. Arsenal starts off with 3 points. I think they're at the top of the table.
Yeah.
I didn't just check.
For the
Like I
first time since
memorized it.
2005.
They have the best goal difference in the league, but who's counting? You know what I'm saying? They're well on their
Take a
way to.
screenshot, by the way. Just to
Yeah.
have it.
Dude, I don't have to. Every week they're just gonna stay up there. So, yeah, no, the new defender, Gabriel Magalier. I'm still learning how to say his name. It's a hard name to pronounce. Fucking phenomenal, man. He's been on the team for like less than a week, and he played like a veteran, dude. He was fucking good, man. He's legit our age, but he's like 6'2", 6'3", like 200 pounds, man. He's built. He's built like a tank. He's like a linebacker. Man, that guy's good. And then yeah, Willian had 3 assists. So I was kind of skeptical at first because kind of high wages and he's on the wrong side of 30. But if he can produce those kind of performances, then why not?
Yeah.
And what else do I want to add? Obama Blood Clot Yang. I mean, come on now. He's going to be contending for Golden Boot as always. And Arsenal's the best team in the world. So let's move on to the next. No, is there anything you guys want to add? There's not much to say. They played like a relatively easy team in Fulham.
Yeah.
But they play well.
I want to say 2 things. One, we're going to see a better Arsenal this season than last season for sure. And second, I see another Fulham going back to championship soon, either this year or next year.
Yeah.
Every other season.
Oh, yeah. Fulham is like a yo-yo, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, since I started following, I think I've seen them go like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the Chelsea game today. That was pretty interesting.
Let's do that one right now. Yeah, let's do that one. Chelsea versus Brighton was 3-1. Final score, Chelsea won, obviously. Brian, what are your thoughts on that one?
Werner had a really good game in terms of
Werner.
Yeah,
Werner.
He had a good game in terms of not scoring, but he
Velsley.
yeah. But he did really well in like making runs.
Werner was good, yeah.
You got a PK too, right?
Huh?
You got a PK too, right?
Yeah, I think Jorginho took it, but it was his like play.
Yeah. Havertz didn't seem too.
Spit it out, man. Spit it out.
He's not adjusted to the team yet. He was played as a right wing, which I don't think is his best position. I feel like he's much more of a cam.
Yeah.
And he didn't have all their signings. Like Thiago Silva wasn't there, Chilwell wasn't there.
Ziyech
wasn't playing.
They lost his cheek.
By the way.
It was still Kepa. Because
yeah.
that's all they have right now.
But Kepa, I feel like the goal that was scored from Brighton, well, it was a good goal. I feel like Kepa's positioning was a little off for me. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he was kind of near the post. And
I'm not even surprised.
Yeah, and then the goal was in the other post, so he just couldn't. It was almost impossible to get there.
Yeah, I mean that's why they want a new goalkeeper because you just don't trust him. I remember last season there was a play where a cross came in, right, and the whole Chelsea team is in the box trying to defend the cross, and the ball just comes through and goes through everyone, right? And obviously everyone turns around and looks at Kepa going, Kepa, why in the fuck did you go up and grab it, right? The ball goes through. Luckily, no attacker put their head on the ball, right? But the ball goes through the 2 teams, and Kepa just stood there doing nothing. And 4 or 5 players just turned around and started swearing at Kepa, like, what the fuck? Go out and get the ball. They're just frustrated. Even the players know he's shite. Yeah. They don't trust him. Takeaways from this game is Werner is going to adapt really well. He's hungry for goals. That's what they need. He kind of plays like Pulisic. They're just hungry.
Yeah.
Kai Havertz is taller than I expected. The dude's pretty tall. He's I thought he was a scrawny little kid, but he's actually 6'2", which is an inch shorter than John Bolton. We'll put a picture of him here. No, he's pretty tall. I didn't think he was that tall. And what else did I want to say? Yeah, they didn't have their signing. So the Chelsea team that we saw here is not the final product, obviously. They will get better. But I know what I want to say. Chelsea fans are the worst. They've been on Nicolas Pepe the moment he joined the league, and if he doesn't play, if he has a bad game, they're on top of him. So same thing goes for not Werner, Kai Havertz. If he has one little bad game, bro, I'm going straight to Twitter, and my thumbs are gonna do some clicking, bro. I don't want to hear it, man. What's fair is fair. The final game was Tottenham versus Everton, 1-0 Everton. Did you guys happen to watch that game by any chance or follow it?
I watched some of the highlights, but I didn't watch the actual game.
Well, I'll fill you guys in. James fucking Rodriguez, man. I'll tell you one thing. That man does not belong on a bench. No. No bench, man. I think he's going to do well, and I think Everton could push top 6. Top 5.
I think it's going to be dependent. So I don't think anyone questioned of Thomas being good. I think sometimes questions were with his consistency. So we're going to have to see over the period of the whole season whether he stays consistent like he did during this game.
Yeah, Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but if he feels that that love and he feels like everything's really going well for him, he can do well. He can be consistent.
What else? Oh, and you could tell he was having fun. And he was playing behind a manager that just lets him play his game, and they had him on the right wing, but as always, he found his way towards the middle. He started drifting inside and playing a 10 role, even though there was already someone occupying that role. But he just finds his way into the middle, and that's where he needs to be because he was giving Calvert-Lewin and he was giving Richarlison key passes, key crosses, through balls, diagonals, everything, man. Brilliant. One thing, though, is he wasn't tracking back because he was a right winger. Defensively, he just didn't care to track back. So that could be something that would hurt them in the long run. But I'm excited to see him play. I'm excited. And, yeah. So let's make some predictions. Chelsea versus Liverpool. Prediction.
So I learned today, actually a couple minutes ago, that Pulisic might miss this Liverpool game.
Really?
Yeah.
Is Chelsea are they going to have their full squad or no? It's going to be last game.
I feel like they might have the full squad.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a tie, but at the same time, I feel like I won't see a tie. I feel like I'll see goals.
Fuck, dude. No, it's too early, man. You can't just throw the whole team in there and they've only had one practice session and expect them to get 3 points out of Liverpool. I'm not buying it. I'm going Liverpool. They've been playing together for way longer. You throw in these young kids and expect them to get 3 points out of. Where is the game? Is it in Anfield or Stamford Bridge? Either way, I'm going Liverpool.
I could see, but Liverpool's defense has been a little shaky. They're not like the Liverpool they were literally a year ago.
Or not even.
Liverpool, I would say 100% would win, but this Liverpool is I feel like they have an error in them. I low-key feel like Chelsea could capitalize. But I don't know. Maybe Liverpool can turn their leaf and become the team they were.
Whatever happens, this is going to be a key game for the rest of the season, I think.
Dude, I know already. Already.
But I hate both, so I don't know what to say. I say Liverpool.
Yeah. Liverpool didn't have the best game last week, so I'm sure Jurgen Klopp is gonna reorganize some things and then for this more important game. I mean, every game is important, but for this game, they'll be on their shit.
Yaz just said he likes Liverpool more than Chelsea, or hates Liverpool. He
I
hates
hate
Chelsea.
Chelsea more than Liverpool. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Barca versus Girona. I believe I said that right.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
They better win, man. What the fuck?
I hope they start off with the loss. And Conrad de la Fuente scores the third goal in a 7-3 loss.
Actually, wait, wasn't I think Girona did pretty well last year.
Wait a minute, no, Girona is promoted because they have a Colombian who played on them 2 years ago, and he was on the team that got relegated. So that must mean they just got promoted.
Oh, so wait, who?
You're talking about Getafe.
Oh, Getafe did really well. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm confused.
Wait, is there a team in La Liga called like Sporting something, like Sporting?
Girona, yeah, the Sporting Girona.
Oh,
Or
okay.
like Sporting something. I know which one you're talking about. Oh, it's
Girona?
Girona. I don't know. Something.
Anyway, Barca's taking that one. PSG versus Mets. I believe that's how you say it.
PSG.
PSG.
They have to win. Yeah.
We have, and then the next one is Bayern versus Schalke.
Bayern.
Bayern.
Gonna keep it up.
Man U versus Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace.
Ooh.
No, I'm kidding. No,
Ooh.
They did win their last game though. Crystal Palace. They started with a win, but Man U actually lost against Aston Villa in that friendly game, which was shocking to me. But the first game of the season, dude, Man U's gonna win.
Yeah, Man U is probably gonna win.
Van de Beek, I want to see him playing.
What do we have here? Arsenal versus West Ham. London Derby.
The Hammers, man, the Hammers.
Dude, I think they're gonna get. Eventually we gotta talk about teams that we think are gonna go get relegated because that's an interesting topic. I think they might be one of them. I'm sorry. Go back. Arsenal, obviously. Arsenal's gonna win. I don't know the score, but Arsenal will win. Mikel Arteta has these guys laser focused, and we still haven't we haven't played with our full team yet. There's still some players that haven't featured.
I'm gonna say Arsenal.
Damn right you did. Okay. Juventus versus Sampdoria. Juventus.
Yeah, Juventus.
And Man City versus Wolves. Holy shit, that's a game right there.
Low key, I can see an upset here.
You know that Wolves went out and got another Portuguese player, another young kid?
Dude,
From
it's
Portugal.
a Portugal team now.
They have like half of Portugal.
Dude, no, for like literally, they do. I don't know if you guys saw that photo of the national team in the locker room to celebrate Ronaldo. Half that team is Wolverhampton. So I think I can name at least like 7 players from that team. And this kid is good. His name is Fabio Silva, curly-haired kid. He's pretty good. He's a striker. He could be like a Diogo Jota or something. He's pretty good. And for that very reason, I'm gonna say City.
So that means they're gonna have good chemistry. Like Portugal's gonna
Yeah,
have decent chemistry if they're all playing together. I feel like there's an upset. At the same time, I feel like City may win. I don't know. I guess City.
Dude, the odds for Arsenal game is pretty good if you want to bet.
Dude, I fucking will. I honestly will. I think I have $25 left over from when I used to gamble.
Yeah.
Whoa.
When you got arrested.
When I picked up a misdemeanor, but when I picked up indecent exposure, but no worries. Yeah, I'm gonna go City, man. And I've also saw that City is linked with Jose Maria Jimenez, the Atletico Madrid defender, who's pretty good, the Uruguayan. So they might not get Koulibaly, but 2 solid defenders they've added. But City have not made any, what do you call it, like sales. They haven't sold anyone, not that I can think of. And then move on to this last one: Real Madrid versus Real Sociedad. Brian, I know you were a little concerned about this one.
I was concerned. I think Real Madrid is still gonna win, but Real Sociedad is a very good team, and we have Odegaard now, but they have David Silva, so they're gonna be tricky.
Oh shit! I was gonna say, I'm like, they lost Odegaard. Are they gonna be the same team? David Silva, that's a dog right there.
Yeah.
It is pretty dangerous.
Nah, man, I'm gonna say Real. I'm gonna say Real. They got embarrassed in the Champions League. They're horny as fuck. Like they're gonna win.
Yeah. I say Sociedad.
Wait, say it again when he gets closer to the mic. Wait, who do you think is gonna win?
Real Sociedad, man.
Whoa, whoa.
Crystal
know
Palace is literally gonna.
guys, slow down. So, Brian, I have a question for you. What should the viewers use this video?
You should comment, like, and subscribe, and hate Manu.
Yazdansky, what is the upload schedule looking like?
Wednesday at 7 p.m.
And where can they follow us on social media?
That's on Crossbar Podcast.
Yep. And that has been season 2, episode 2.
Nice.